You know, I didn't think the game could look this nice with the sunset, the lighting, and everything. I should probably head over to the summit so I can see it even better. You know, I've always wanted to make a Minecraft mod. I just never had the time, the motivation, or even just a YouTube channel. But I guess since I have the time now, and it's the summer, I could try to make one. I've always tried to go with like an infection mod, or just put random biomes or something. But, you know, since this channel is an Undertale Deltarune channel, how would I make it Deltarune focused? Yeah, that sounds nice. How about we put Deltarune into Minecraft? If you couldn't tell, that was a video idea, like, I don't know, let's just cut to the chase. So, you may be wondering, how do I add Deltarune into Minecraft? Well, first of all, you need to find a software to make it. And lucky for me, or unlucky depending on how you see it, there's only one option, and that's MC Creator. This because compared to just adding lines of code, random this, random that, instead it works with visuals. And while this does make it more restrictive, for an individual like me that knows zero coding language, other than Scratch, this works perfectly fine. So, after waiting a solid 10 minutes for the application to set up, I checked the wiki. And oh boy was I in for a bad time. I read a few of the instructions, and by that I mean none at all. And all of a sudden, those 10 minutes were gone and the application launched up. MC Creator basically lets you choose from templates called elements, such as items, biomes, dimensions, blocks, you name it. And from there, it lets you make your own textures and lets you easily change variables. These variables can be something like a block being waterlogged, and how to actually implement that into your block. Honestly, from what I thought, this whole experiment would have been a pain. And after working on it until 3 AM, and that is 5 hours because I start at around 10, it's honestly not that bad. Anyways, this video will be divided into these sections, so you can skip to each one if that helps you organize your viewing experience. Moving on. The first thing I decided to do is adding blocks, and knowing what the hell I'm doing with my life, which I still have no idea what I'm doing. But this application is pretty cool, am I right? I mean, just look at it. It's pretty simple and it's pretty cool, but I still don't understand it even after completing Devlog 1. Anyways, for the first blocks I want to add would be grass, dirt, and stone, as in the main elements of a Minecraft world. Just look right here. So, I guess for the first block we want to make like a, I guess, chapter 1 world. And for that, we're going to use the ground, like the grass texture from like Deltarune chapter 1, like the moving grass thing. We're not gonna make it move because I think that would cause a lot of like bugs and stuff. And if we look at like the texture of it, it's just purple. That's all it is. Okay, it looks pretty bad, I know, it looks disgusting, it looks filthy and hideous, but we're gonna make it work, okay? There you go, we got the vibrant. Alright, nice, so if we make, whatever the fuck this is, oh yes, it's so very wonderful. This is gonna be our prototype grass. And then we also need to add the other color, which would be the darker tone, which is, and that's a deep purple. So then we need it a little bit deeper than that, I think. I mean darker. Oh, there we go. So we can add the as like the deeper spots of the texture. I know it looks amazing. There you go. Add a little bit of here, a little bit of there. You know, just like kindergarten. Okay. So now we got like a base texture for whatever the hell this is. Yeah, we can see our very wonderful, amazing looking block. That's great. So now we're gonna make, what's the front side? Okay, so we can make the bottom though, because that's gonna be relatively easy. Because I already have an idea on what I want to make. Save this section, and we're gonna go here. Choose the texture we just made. And now we have to make all the other sides, but that's gonna be easy because we could just copy paste it. And now we got our grass, our fucked up grass block. So, field underscore hopes underscore dreams underscore grass underscore side. There you go. And now we've got our one out of the many blocks that I'm gonna have to make during this whole series. So we can just do save mod element. Now if we go in the workspace, we have our hopefully finished normal block, I would say. That's right here. Alright, let's go add a stone, and we'll add a dirt. Okay, so now we can take this texture, because this is basically what the dirt block is. This is just this. It's gonna be really hideous, and I'm sorry. We can just go back to the texture zone, and that's fine. Nice. Now that I spent all this time making the blocks and the textures and all that, here's what it looked like when I put them into the game. So, once I finish those few blocks, I want to put these blocks that I just made into the game using biomes. So it looks like an actual normal prototype product that I can show to my friends without being a laughingstock. And for that, biomes need two things: soil and dirt. Since the stone that I mentioned earlier is considered as a separate part of the world and will not be affected by any of the biomes that I make. This is apparent by the fact that caves aren't really affected by biomes in a normal Minecraft world unless you consider the ravines or the oceans, like the mesa caves being made out of different stone blocks. And I wouldn't know this until I actually read the biome template, since on the third option, underwater and underground are two separate words. So I just made the stone thinking it would actually work on the biome. Anyways, it really didn't take too long. I just had to add the blocks until I realized that, just like the stone that I just mentioned, the trees I want to implement here, as you can see, aren't the same trees I actually want to put in. And you'll see this being a very big problem once you actually see the playtesting. And this ended up causing me to go on a side quest just to try and fix the problem that the different trees weren't the same, and I did not want acacia trees. I wanted Deltarune field trees. And thankfully this isn't bad, because I would have had to done this later on. So I ended up just making saplings, wood, tree generation. I don't know, like look at the screen right here. It's pretty apparent. This is what I spent hours on my life doing. And for the fact that the textures that I made previously to try and put into the biomes category that didn't end up working would actually be able to be useful, because I could just use these textures and just move them into the correct tree feature. So now we can try and work on adding a new thing, which would be, I guess, a biome. So we'd be able to, unless, hold on a minute. Yeah, let's make a biome, because then we can actually put the block in. Maybe when we make, and if we make the cliffs, if that even is possible, we could make it like dry snow, like a kind of dusty snow thing when that happens. Okay. We could make it like a very cyan-esque, because that's kind of dark fountain-y. I don't know how to explain it. So we can do like a bright cyan color for the water. I don't know what water fog means, but yeah. We go generation. Alright, so now we can get down to business. Surface ground block. Fields of hopes and dreams grass. There you go. And now that we have our final element, we can add it to the list. Okay, we're just gonna put this wherever, really. And then try to locate it using commands. Alright, save this mod element. Now we have the generation. I do wonder, okay, so there are features as in like trees. Okay, so now we could actually make a tree. So let's try and do that, because I didn't think about trees being a feature that I could actually make, but we're gonna do that. And first we have to make 2 brand new blocks. Which would be the trunk and the leaves. Alright, so now we have this color. Whatever this color is, that's the color we want. So now we're gonna switch back to, and there's also, we're gonna use this color for the leaves, but we're gonna use this. So we're gonna take it, and now we have our basic trunk texture, and we're gonna take the color from like the outline that is in Deltarune, take a new color, we're gonna switch here just to make it easier, add this color in, put it on the edges. We could do a rule of 2, I think. Now we need to actually make a second texture because compared to the other blocks, other than the grass, we actually need to make a different one. But that looks much better. We're doing this one. And then actually the top and the bottom are technically the same thing, so we could just, yeah, we could just do this. And there we go, we got a trunk. If we want to go to Scarlet Forest, I think that might help us a lot. Scarlet Forest. Okay, here's what we gotta work with. It's kind of all over the place. It's just a bunch of cubes, which could help us, but it doesn't help us in this case. So we're gonna switch back to MC Creator, and we gotta find one that's really dense. And now we gotta make it. So, as we can see, the compositions are like these 2 shades, I guess. We can add a little bit more shading using like this like bright red. Because I found it was a bit too much, and we're gonna go color in all the brighter spots. And yes, this is lazy, but I need to at least get a working mod so I'm able to make a video on it. Because if it doesn't work, then all this is for nothing. I think we got them all. Yeah. Okay, so field underscore hopes underscore leaves should be waterloggable, which is odd because it doesn't let me do it, which is kind of weird. We're on the final stretch on making the field of the scummy field of hopes and dreams. Alright, so wood pack, so we're gonna do, field, actually, well, what does this mean? Using this tool, you'll be able to make the base for your wood pack. Oh, hell no. Okay, so we're just gonna do, I don't know, I guess we'll just do fields underscore hopes and dreams. Dreams underscore wood underscore pack. Woodpeck. Woodpeck color accent. The fuck does that mean? We're gonna do this one since that's the thing, I guess. Oh my god, they added a lot of shit to this. What the hell is this? What is this supposed to be? What? Oh, this is scary. They just added a whole bunch of things. Oh, they like made it for us. Okay, well, screw you. I can make my own wood. I already have things. But I mean, like, thanks for doing it. I mean, this is, I appreciate it. Take the crimson. Or did I make a texture for it, actually? Yeah, I did. Well, we just used the one that was already there. And I'm pretty sure this is all normal because they are very kind, and yes, very kind. Let's go make a sapling. So here's the progress. We currently have our grass, our dirt, our stone, and we have our biome right here. And we have the thing that's gonna spawn the trees in. And we have our saplings. We have all the different wood types, which we can go back to another time. But for now, we are currently doing this, which is going to add loot tables to this, so we can get stuff out of the trees, so that we can have actual saplings coming out of them. But the thing is that I want to actually add like an item from the to the mod, and I think what better item than having a food item, such as it's the dark candy. Boom. Now we need to make a star. And I've always sucked at making stars, so I'll try my best, I guess. Oh my god, okay, so it still sort of looks like a plane, hear me out, but it's still something. So dark underscore candy. So now we can go here, add the item that we just made, and say it is a normal block, normal item. Does it have a glowing effect? I wouldn't say so. We're gonna add the dark candy, I guess, to like the drop, one of the drops. So this comes from a tree, and we need to find the loot table. So if anything, we could make like a specific leaf that has the a specific leaf that actually has them, which will guarantee giving you one. So some leaves will have like a dark candy inside them, and some of them will have like the normal drop, so it'd be like a 1 in, I won't do 200 chance, that's a bit much. I'll do like a 1 in 10 chance, I guess. Okay, and from what I see, we are done. Like, we don't have anything else to put for now. At this point, I could finally put all of this into the game as a biome. And it is spawning in the overworld, and I understand that that's not correct, because if you look at the sky, that's not correct either. But I just need to do this so that I'm able to at least visualize what I've been making and know that everything is not broken before I start actually fixing things properly. Alright, let's see. Did this hours of work. Oh, my god, it worked. Okay. It looks like absolute shit. Okay. I don't know why some of them are normal acacia trees and some of them are just... Clearly there's a difference between these two blocks. I don't know what's going on there. Why are there mushrooms? Okay. Okay. Alright, here's all of our nice, delicious blocks. Let's go find if we can find the dark candy. Oh, I love fields, hopes, dreams, dark trees, dot sapling. Oh my god. Okay, so these ones, oh, they don't look too great though. They look really tall. You know, when I said that that I wanted them to be like relatively tall, I didn't mean this tall. Field. If I just search field, because that's where I'm gonna get all of my items. So all of these, I guess I would have to add a stone pack if I wanted to add the cobblestone. That would make sense. The food though, the food isn't on here. My dark candy. My dark candy didn't get added. Okay, well that's fine. I'm very proud of this. I'm gonna go and fix these issues really quickly. So, if a gang member had to chop off one finger for each problem in this clip, I would have only one hand left. And they'd probably cut off my right hand because one, I'm not left-handed, and two, because they hate me. First of all, as I said, there's acacia trees with red leaves, which is completely wrong. Second, the sun and the moon is out. Why is the sky normal? Why is it not black? I mean, we're in the dark world. Why are the names like that? Like, I'm sorry, let me just place my field, hope, dreams, dark trees, sapling next to my house. Thank you very much. And then there's the dark candy just not showing up even though I put into the game. The stone that I've been working on, not into the game either. And finally, how did I lock myself into that endless loop of development for a Minecraft mod? I don't know either. Leaving that tangent aside, I want to make a dimension for this mod so I could actually add my biome and segregation between those biomes to the game, which I would end up calling these dimensions the dark worlds. I know I'm very unique and I'm very creative. Anyways, I was doing this so to try and combat the fact that one, the biomes that weren't supposed to be in the dark worlds I mentioned wouldn't be next to it, and two, because I actually wanted to try and fix the sky being white and the sun and the moon all being there. Okay, so now we're at the point where if I want to actually like change like stone generating in this biome, I'm gonna have to make a new I think I'm gonna make a new dimension because I want to do that regardless. So we're gonna call this I guess I'll just call it the Dark World. Alright, let's go into the Dark World. Alright. I'm seeing a lot of acacia trees, which is unintended, and but the good part is if I go down here, the dark stone's there, so that's fixed. We also got the dark candy, that's now a food item. Even though it looks exactly like the portal igniter, but I'm gonna fix that. The water... Oh, it just looks like netherrack. It is so bad. Oh, this is not... It's not great. It looks very ugly. It looks like the old netherrack texture, but worse. It looks like a bunch of Oreos. Just, you mix up a bunch of Oreos together, and you just like make it to like a crumble, and this is basically what you're gonna get. But I mean, it's fine because it's still progress. But yeah, I guess this is like the proof of concept. So I'm gonna be right back the moment I'm done. Here we're to the final part of the video where I spent around 1 hour and a half fixing all of the bugs and adding some extra stuff for organization and just overall quality. This included fixing the skybox so it's black like the Dark World, making the portal unique and cooler looking even though it still looks pretty shit, fixing all of the names in the game, retexturing the stone block since it looked actually disgusting and horrible, it just looks like netherrack, retexturing other things, fixing the tree spawning because I do not want acacia trees in the Dark World biome, and adding a separate creative section for the mod. let's go build that. So I added like a icon and like a tab first of all. I also added like a way to actually get into the dimension. Everything in here is gonna be in its own tab. They're all like, they all have the proper name so that it's not stupid. So that's what I've been doing. Now if we actually go into the dimension, the effect that I have right now is like a prototype. Like this is, it's just flinging everywhere, and while I think it's cool because it kind of mimics the dark fountains, it is a lot of particles. So we're gonna go into that dimension. Alright, it's fixed. So this is the prototype version, or like alpha you could say, the alpha version of the dark fields. I did give this place a name. So I'm gonna switch myself into survival mode real quick. I'll get rid of these items though. And I also, there was a big issue with how the fog was setting up where you would see like white everywhere. I fixed that. I also added like proper fog. The sky is dark now like it should be. And now if we keep breaking these, there should be a chance to get a dark candy, and we could probably continue doing this. They're a big common. I might reduce it, or I might nerf the nutrition value of the dark candies to like 2, for example, because right now they are at 3. I also changed, as you saw, the stone texture because I thought it was hideous and ugly and disgusting. So that's gonna be much better. I also changed the sound of the ground so it's not like a wet, splooshy type thing. And for now, this is the biome as I thought it would look like. And technically you could live here, because you have your food source, you can sleep here, you have your building materials, you can make doors, boats. It's just, it's really cool. I never thought I'd be able to make this. I don't know why. Okay, that is something I will fix in the meantime. I don't know why there's trees spawning in the water. That's kind of fucked up. I don't know why that exists. But I try to make the water kind of look like the one from the card castle. I mean like Ralsei's castle. I really don't like the fact that there are trees underwater, but it's still awesome to just see this coming along. I also like how it's relatively flat. That is kind of the terrain that is in Deltarune, so I'm going to try and replicate that a little bit more. If anything, I'm going to try to like make it even more flat, because over there it was relatively steep, so I'll try to fix that. But this is awesome already. I mean, I did not think this would happen ever. This was awesome. It is currently 3:24 a.m. I'm very tired. But I don't care because I just made this really cool thing, and that's awesome. And that's pretty much it for this devlog. I'm planning for the next devlog to add an enemy, an ore, weapon, armor. And if I can, I would like to add a new biome, or at least a structure, one of the two. So thank you so much for watching this devlog. I'm planning on working on it whenever I can. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment. I really wish I didn't have to say that, but I mean, that's just YouTube for you. It kind of sucks. But anyways, I guess I'll see you guys in the next devlog. Right here, if it's already out, go click it, please. It'd be cool. And if it's not there, I don't know, I'm probably pointing at nothing. I'm probably pointing at all of the biomes that I just worked on. Did I say biomes? I meant bio. Just cut that shit out, please. Please, just.